Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. Acha, do you want to know who the most popular face for the next CM is going to be in Karnataka? Interesting, no? So let's talk about it. Let's talk about NDTV Lokniti CSDS survey. I found this survey very interesting, so I'm going to present this survey to you. Let's get right into the show. The first point that I want to talk to you about is the important issues for voters in this upcoming Karnataka election. Yeah, 10th wala Karnataka elections. What are the important issues? Now, according to NDTV CSDS survey, 28% felt that unemployment was a major issue. 25% felt poverty was the major issue. 7% felt lack of development was a major issue. 7% price rise, inflation. 7% education. 6%, which is very surprising, 6%, only 6% spoke about corruption and scams as a major issue. 19% other issues, and 1% said, "Mere ko malum nahi," no response. Okay? So this is how the major issues looked at. Now the point is, the rest was fine, but what surprised me is I thought corruption and scam would be a larger chunk. A lot of more people would be seeing that as a corruption issue, because through and through in the last couple of months, corruption is what we have heard the most. So this was very interesting, but all the same. Now let me come to the $1 million question. Who would they like to see as their new chief minister? Who would Karnataka like to see as their new chief minister? Siddaramaiah 40%, Basavaraj Bommai 22%, H.D. Kumaraswamy 15%, B.S. Yedurappa 5%, D.K. Shivkumar 4%. So clearly Siddaramaiah is leading the probable new chief minister's list in the survey. Just to give you one point. You see, in this 5 names, D.K. Shivkumar is last with 4%. But they say reading research, you have to read a survey. And if you read the survey, you will understand that Siddaramaiah was a former chief minister, Basavaraj Bommai is a sitting chief minister, H.D. Kumaraswamy was a former chief minister, B.S. Yedurappa was a former chief minister. The only person in this list who was not a chief minister before was D.K. Shivkumar. So when you read this survey, you have to remember that has to be in the back of your mind, that the only new person who has never been a chief minister who came into the fold was D.K. Shivkumar. So that's one interesting factor that I want to get to your notice. Now, let me get to some more interesting facts. You know, the majority of respondents said that they gave more importance to party. 56% are giving more importance to party, and only 38% are giving importance to the candidate. Party more important, not the candidate. So that's one finding which is interesting. The Congress fares better than BJP when it comes to voters' perception on key metrics. This is very important. You know why this is important? This is important because this survey through and through shows what anti-incumbency looks like. So by the time I'm through with the survey, this is how an anti-incumbency looks, because this is a typical anti-incumbency state. So that's the interesting factor. Achha, more respondent, that is 59%, saw Bharatiya Janata Party as more corrupt, and only 35% saw Congress as more corrupt. Again, anti-incumbency. Point number 3. Unexpectedly, for the party that has campaigned nationwide against dynasty politics, BJP is rated to be more nepotistic, and that is 59%, and the Congress only 30%, JDS 8%. So the party, that is Bharatiya Janata Party, which is talking about dynasty and dynast and all of that, it is seen as more nepotistic. And JDS and Congress comes next at 30% and JDS at 8% is not seen as much. See, this is the point I was trying to make. Again, I repeat myself. This is how typically an anti-incumbency mood looks. This is a typical example. One should frame this actually. Okay, now let's go further. 47% believes that Congress is the best for development of Karnataka. 47%. 37% believes that BJP is the best for development, and only 14% believes that JDS is the best for development. One more thing that I need to tell you is somewhere down the line in this match, JDS has taken a third place, obviously, but a very, very low third place. There's a huge gap between the second place and the third place, and JDS has come down that low. Now, that does not mean that JDS may not play an important or a crucial role in this particular election. The reason I say JDS may play a crucial role in this election is because, according to a lot of surveys, one could expect a hung assembly. If a hung assembly happens, JDS bound to play an important role, no matter what is JDS's number of votes. I'm sure JDS votes plus the party that is wooing it can make the majority. So that way, JDS is going to play a role. But what one can see is also the fact that JDS, which is a hardcore Karnataka party, has reduced itself in this particular election. So that's where it goes. Now, let's talk about the Karnataka-Maharashtra border dispute. Here, BJP and Congress both are equal. Both people feel that neither they could handle it nor Congress can handle it. Nor can Bharatiya Janata Party handle it, nor could Congress handle it. So both of them are more or less the same. And JDS is in the third place at 14%. Now, let's go further. Now, this is a very, very important data. The Vokalingas are split between Congress, 34%, and JDS, 36%. So, Vokalingas are still favoring the JDS. So, JDS, whatever percentage you see, JDS's base is Vokalinga. And Vokalinga is with JDS with 36%. And the Lingayat remains firmly, with all that is being said, that Yedurappa is not very comfortable with BJP, and he is not supporting BJP wholeheartedly, and all that, the Lingayats remain firmly with the Bharatiya Janata Party with 67%. Muslims remain with, or Muslims now are getting inclined towards Congress with 59%. I will give the data once again. Vokalingas 34% with Congress, 36% with JDS. So there is a tough fight. The Lingayat completely with Bharatiya Janata Party with 67%, and Muslims very much currently with the Congress at 59%. So that is how caste and communities stand as far as Karnataka is concerned. Now, the last point that I wanted to talk to you about, and also the point that will prove that, a survey talks. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. Let me finish this first. Okay, so Congress is the most popular 50% when it comes to poor voters, and BJP has only 23% when it comes to poor voters. As far as affluent voters are concerned, BJP is 46% and Congress is only 31%. So the rich are with the Bharatiya Janata Party and the poor is with Congress. Now, let me tell you, why did I say that one should read in a survey? See, if you look at the survey, the most important issues are unemployment and poverty. Unemployment and poverty, and through, the survey is very clear. This is very Congress tilt. Now, if you see that as your data, if you see that as your given, then you see unemployment and poverty are the biggest issue. In fact, both of them put together is 53% of the issue. And the fact is, poor is with the Congress. Poverty, unemployment, biggest issue, poor with the Congress. So this sums up the entire survey in one word. So that's what this survey is. Like I told you, I found this survey to be very interesting. I found this survey, except for the corruption part, a lot of what it says is something that was and what was known, it was nothing surprising. The corruption part, yes, I was expecting corruption to be a much bigger issue in this current election, but whatever it is, sometimes what we perceive and what actually happens on ground could be too different, and I think I would take it that way. So this is what I wanted to tell you about. This is what I wanted to discuss with you tonight. Till I see you next time, that is tomorrow at 10. Namaskar.